There are a variety of reasons your rear shock shows a lower PSI after inflation. One of the more perplexing can be understanding how the negative air chamber charges. Forks charge the negative air chamber at full extension, so it's unlikely you'll see a drop unless you don't pre-charge your air pump when you reinstall it to check the pressure. Rear shocks, however, benefit from having a slightly higher charge in the negative air spring for compliance, and therefore they charge a bit deeper in the stroke. When setting your air pressure, you should cycle the suspension a handful of times to charge the negative air chamber, or you can plan on a substantial PSI drop. For instance, my personal 210 by 55mm DPX2 will go from about 30% sag to closer to 50% sag if I don't charge the negative chamber. Again, reattaching the shock pump without pre-charging it will decrease the PSI at the gauge even further. In this clip, you'll see the shock is fully cycled before the pump is installed. The pump reads 152, and I increased the PSI to 200. Cycling the suspension, you'll see that the drop at the gauge is about 9 psi. If we had taken this shock from empty to 200 psi, the drop would be even more notable. If the pump had been detached and reattached without pre-charging or equalizing the line, the drop would be larger as well. You can check out more tips and tricks at BikeCo.com.